Who the other two starters are? Alexander.
Top five, yeah.
Top five?
No, it is.
What's your name? K-E-Y-N-E?
Keen.
Girls basketball at Holy Name.
Keen Barry, right?
Good evening, Mountaineer fans, and welcome to the Francis P. Kelly Gymnasium high atop Vernon Hill in Worcester. We're at Holy Name Central Catholic High School as the Mountaineers try and avenge the Holy Name's December 27th miracle win at the Mountaineer Gymnasium. At that game, Mary Gibney hit 2 free throws with 5 seconds left to take a 2-point lead. Holy Name brought the ball down quickly, and freshman sensation Amy O'Brien was fouled on a 3-point shot. And she coolly hit 3 consecutive shots, free throw shots with no time on the clock to win the game. It was quite an exciting contest there, Rex.
Well, tonight's matchup is truly a better teams in Central Mass. Holy Name comes into the game at a record 11-3, and they're the leaders in the Central Mass League. Wachusett comes into the game at a record of 10-3, and they're second place in the Mid-Wash A League. Holy Name is led by 3 girls: Amy O'Brien, who averages close to 12 points a game, Thais Alexander close to 11, and Michelle Terrian about 10.5 points a game. Mary Gibney is our leader with scoring around 14 points a game. Even though they're playing in 2 different leagues, I think we're talking about the districts now, and obviously they could be facing each other later in the month.
You know, Rex, I think it should be a great game tonight. It will be a preview of what could happen in the districts. Coach Finneran, Barry Finneran, teacher up at Wachusett and head coach of the Napoleons, says we're going to have a zone, or they're going to have a zone press back to a regular zone defense. One of their goals is going to be to shut down Mary Gibney. They're going to need some more scoring besides Amy O'Brien, because he does not think Amy O'Brien is going to hit for 25 tonight. And Thais Alexander, a big rebounder, number 51, also needs to get a lot of rebounds and be strong under the boards. Coach Gately said, our team has got to hustle, hustle, hustle. We need to score some points. They've been lagging in that department. And he also matched up with Coach Finneran and said that the Mountaineers need to dominate the boards to win tonight.
Well, I think after the game against Algonquin tonight, we did make some improvements, and we looked much better after that loss up in Fitchburg a week ago, last Monday. By the way, the Wachusett JVs remain undefeated with their record now is 14-0. They defeated Holy Name 47-29. Amy Grinkus had 11 points and Marion Haber 8.
And here we are. We're getting ready for the starting lineups and opening ceremonies.
And now introducing the starting lineup for the Mountaineers. Number 10, Mary Gibney.
Mary Gibney introduced, senior guard for the Mountaineers. Number 32, a junior guard. 33, Kristen Mahler, a junior forward. Kara Borosino, a junior forward, and the freshman sensational center, Becky Morse. So in this game, Rex, we have 2 sensational freshman players, O'Brien and Morse. I don't know if this is a sign of Holy Name's attitude, but they've got the Rocky music in the background. And there are the introductions, and we're ready for some basketball. There we are, we're now ready. After a, well, you didn't see it, but we had the national anthem on a Memorex. And it looks like Rex has got some trivia for us tonight.
Okay, my trivia question for the evening is, what division girls college team has won the most NCAA championships? I will give you the answer during the second half.
Kidok. And here we are getting ready for the jump ball. Thais Alexander and Becky Morse in the circle. Ball is up. It almost goes out of bounds there, saved by Mary Gibney, but it goes back to number 42. That's Keen Berry. Now Amy O'Brien guarded by Gibney. Swings it over to Jen Liberty. Liberty down to the corner. Up top, Therian cross court to O'Brien. They go to inside, and now we'll have a foul on Cara Borosino. That was her first, the team's first. O'Brien goes in. Thais Alexander open under the hoop. That one's up. It's no good. Rebounded by Borosino. Now Borosino gives it off to Gibney. Gibney way up ahead. Kristen Muller inside. Becky Morse. Her shot is a little wild. It's rebounded by Michelle Therian. Jen Liberty's shot is up. That's no good. Rebounded by Holy Name. That next shot is back up, and it's rebounded by Mary Gibney. Gibney brings the ball up court, guarded by Jen Liberty. Liberty with a big brace on her leg. She's had that all season. Borosino gives it to Raskew. Raskew thought about shooting it. She had it tipped away. Here's the ball, comes down into the corner. That's possession stays with Jen Liberty. O'Brien with the three-pointer. That's up and no good. Rebounded by, well, Gibney comes away with it. Brings the ball up. Leaves it to Heather Raskew. Raskew puts up the shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Holy Name. Keen Berry.
Jim, have you noticed they're playing a man-to-man with Mary Gibney covering Amy O'Brien?
Coach Gailey said that they were going to start off with the man-to-man defense tonight, where Holy Name will be looking for the zone. Morse with a little interruption there and tips it out. Will stay with the Napoleons. 14 on the shot clock. Girls varsity has the 30-second shot clock. Actually, all girls high school sports, or high school basketball. Comes inside now to Jen Liberty. 10 on the shot. She goes under the hoop. And a travel is called against Jen Liberty with 5 seconds on the shot clock. 14 minutes to go, 2 minutes gone, no score. Gibney with the ball.
Holy Name is 0 for 4 in his shooting. Wachusett 0 for 2 so far.
And that pass from Mary Gibney goes out of bounds.
Second turnover for Wachusett. Looks like Holy Name is playing a 1-3-1 zone or on defense.
O'Brien brings the ball up, guarded by Gibney. Down into the corner, Jen Liberty guarded by Raskew. Inside, Michelle Therian guarded by Morse. They call a foul on Becky Morse. Looked like she had in position. That's her first, the team's first. That will send Thais Alexander to the free throw line for 2 shots. 13:33 to go in the half. Her first shot is good, and that puts the first points on the board. Second shot is up. Looks like we're going to have a jump ball. That will belong to the Mountaineers. Muller looking to inbound the ball. Comes into Gibney. Gibney guarded by Amy O'Brien. Muller goes inside. Thais Alexander broke up that play, and it ended up going off a Mountaineer, and it will belong to the Napoleons.
Another change tonight for Wachusett. Mary Gibney's playing the point. I haven't seen Mary play the point all year.
She started at that position at the last game, but that is the first time she's been playing the point all year. So that's the second foul on Borosino, the team's third. And now Jen Liberty will get her chance at the free throw stripe as Krista Zagajewski gets ready to check into the game. First shot is no good. 13:04 on the clock. That's up. Becky Morse comes away with that. Now Gibney brings the ball up court. She puts up the shot, and that's good. So the Mountaineers are now on the board, and they take the lead 2-1. O'Brien guarded by Gibney in the backcourt. Michelle Therian guarded by Muller. They go inside to Jen Liberty. She's quickly double-teamed. Rascue, some good. O'Brien's shot went up. It's no good. Rebounded by Holy Name. Now O'Brien gives it off to Michelle Therian. Therian to the hoop, high off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Holy Name. Their shot is up, no good, and now we have a foul. So Krista Zagajeski picks up her first foul, the team's fourth.
Holy Name is 0 for 8 shooting.
Holy Name, a substitution. And placing number 41, Kristen Johnson.
So Kristen Johnson, number 41, checks in. Jen Liberty goes to the bench. Now O'Brien with the ball, guarded by Mary Gibney. The Mountaineers working their man-to-man defense. Johnson in the corner, back up top. Michelle Therian swings it to O'Brien. O'Brien to the hoop, puts up the shot. That's no good. The rebound goes to Heather Askew and the Mountaineers. She gives it off to Mary Gibney. Gibney is now guarded by Johnson. Muller. Traveling called against the Mountaineers.
That's the fourth turnover for the Mountaineers.
Johnson down into the corner, guarded by Rascue. And that's going to be a backcourt violation. And now Kristen Muller will inbound the ball right in front of us. Comes into Mary Gibney. Kristen Muller tries to go inside to Zagajeski. And the pass it. Amy O'Brien lost the ball out of bounds, so it will belong to Wachusett.
Wachusett's having trouble getting that ball inside. That's where our turnovers are coming from.
Here's Muller looking to get the ball in.
Oh.
Gibney comes away with the ball. She's in the corner. She puts up the shot, wild off the glass. So the jump ball called, and it will belong to the Holy Name Napoleons. Now Kristen Johnson has the ball. Brings the ball up quickly up court. She's going to go, looks like all the way, but she goes down into the corner. Cross court, stolen. Kristen Muller. She's alone. Amy O'Brien on the defense. O'Brien commits the foul. So that's her first, the team's first.
Number 33, Kristen Muller.
We played 5 minutes and Holy Name hasn't scored a hoop yet. They're 0 for 9 shooting.
That's what happened in the first game, Rex. The whole Mountaineers jumped out to, I think it was a 12-0 lead. But the Mountaineers have not been capitalizing tonight. Both teams are cold. Gibney has hit the only hoop of the game. Muller hits the first free throw. Here's the second attempt. That's up, and it's good. So the score is now 4-1 with 10:58 to go in the first half. Johnson brings the ball up court quickly, swings it into the corner, traveling called against number 42, Keen Berry. So now the Mountaineers will get possession. That's the 30-second clock you just saw in the corner of your screen. Zagajeski now gives it off to Muller. Muller gives it to Heather Askew. Back to Kristen Muller. Goes to Zagajeski. Zagajeski can't hold on to it. Keen Berry comes away with the ball, and now Michelle Therian brings it up, guarded by Muller. Tipped away, everyone dives on the ground. It comes away, Michelle Therian with the ball. Amy O'Brien now, guarded by Gibney. She goes to the hoop, puts it up left-handed, and that's good. The first Holy Name basket. Only took 5.5 minutes, Rex.
They're now 1 for 10 from the floor.
Rasky guarded by Therian, gives it off to Gibney. She puts up the shot. That's an air ball, no good. Rebounded by Keen Berry. Here's a three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by number 42, Keen Berry. O'Brien traveled on the play. A great play by Mary Gibney. She held on to the ball and made O'Brien move.
Each team is now 5 turnovers apiece.
Comes in long to Heather Rasky. Rasky up ahead. Diana Carlson goes to Kristen Muller, and that goes out of bounds. Another turnover. Kristen Johnson brings it up, guarded by Rasky, down into the corner, back up top. Number 25, Bridget Cristiano in the game. Gibney, the breakaway, and she hits the layup. The score is now 6-3 in favor of the Mountaineers, 9:16 to go. And Holy Name calls timeout. We'll be back in a flash. And we're back here. After the timeout, 9:14. Johnson brings the ball up here, guarded by Rasky, down into the corner, number 25, Bridget Cristiano. Back to Johnson. Johnson tries to go inside to Therian. Zagajeski plays some good defense, and now it's stolen by Heather Rasky. Rasky gives it to Zagajeski. Zagajeski dribbles it away, guarded by Johnson, back up top to Gibney. Gibney, now guarded by Amy O'Brien, goes over to Jill Cross, a senior for the Mountaineers. Gibney swings it over to Rasky. She tries to go inside to Diana Carlson. Carlson puts up the shot, and that's good. So now it's 8-3 in favor of Wachusett, 8:34 to go. O'Brien up ahead to Thais Alexander. She goes to the hoop. Offensive foul called on Thais Alexander as Diana Carlson had position on the play. That's only the second team foul against Holy Name so far, with 8:26 to go. The Mountaineers have committed 4 team fouls. And there's the steal. Bridget Cristiano puts up the shot, and she travels. This has been one non-prolific half.
9 turnovers for Holy Name so far. 7 for Wachusett in 8 minutes of play.
Heather Rasky gives it off to Diana Carlson. Carlson back to Rasky. Rasky up top to Gibney. Gibney looks inside Carlson. Carlson gives it off to Cross. Cross goes to the hoop. Her shot's no good. It goes out of bounds. It will stay with the Mountaineers. Now Cross looks to inbound it. Gives it off to Rasky down the baseline. She gives it back up top to Mary Gibney. Gibney pulls it up at the foul line, and that's good. So now it's 10-3 with 7:47 to go.
Mary has 6 points now.
That goes out of bounds, and that will belong to the Mountaineers. 10-3, 7:38. Mountaineers have the lead, and now Rasky gives it off to Jill Cross. Cross back to Heather Rasky. Rasky brings it up the wing. She's double-teamed. Avoids the trap by passing it off to Cross, and now Gibney brings it to the hoop, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Carlson. Her shot, no good. And now it's rebounded by Thais Alexander, and we have a foul. Looks like against either Zagajeski. Looks like it was against Zagajeski. Amy Sylvester checks into the ball game now. For Holy Name, and now Amy O'Brien, guarded by Gibney, brings it up. Quick switch there as Cross took over the defense, but now back to normal as Kristen Johnson drives to the baseline, has to give it back up top to Amy O'Brien. Muller almost had the steal.
Jim, I'll tell you, this defense of Wachusett is playing very, very tight, this man-to-man defense. They're 1 for 11 shooting, Holy Name, so far in the game.
Comes into Amy O'Brien. And there's the block, but we'll have a foul. So Diana Carlson picks up her first foul. That's the team's 6th. That'll send Amy O'Brien to the free throw line with the score 10-3. The Mountaineers have the lead. Her first shot is not good. Her second attempt goes to now 10-4, 7:01 to go in the half. Gibney goes way up top. Kristen Muller could not hold on to it until it goes out of bounds. Michelle Therian comes into O'Brien. O'Brien brings it up court. Michelle Therian's shot is an air ball. They lose it out of bounds. It will belong to the Mountaineers. Gibney brings it up the wing by Bridget Cristiano. She pulls up for the jump shot. No good. Rebounded. Tipped out by Jill Cross, so it will belong to the Napoleons. 6:36 on the clock. Thais Alexander checks into the game, as does Tammy Lucier, number 34. And now Kristen Johnson brings it up, and they're going to call a foul on Kristen Muller. I had that tabbed as the 7th team foul, but I guess not.
9.5 minutes of play. Holy Name has scored only 1 hoop still. That was by Amy O'Brien.
Well, that tried to go in. Amy O'Brien tried to inbound the ball there. Gibney tipped it right back out. Comes into Tammy Lucier, guarded by Jill Cross. Lucier brings it up top. Comes to O'Brien. O'Brien tries to go to the hoop. She's got it! A foul. Looks like it's going to be on Carlson. And that's the 2nd foul on Carlson. O'Brien got by Gibney and drew the foul against Carlson, and she'll get a couple of charity shots.
She's now 2 for 3 from the foul line.
That one's no good. Carla Ratliff comes away with a strong rebound, gives it up to Gibney. Gibney guarded by Johnson. Cross to Kristen Muller. Muller goes in. Carlson. She tries to go inside again to Ratliff, and we'll have a foul. That's only the 13th foul. Muller looking to inbound it. Carlson quickly puts it up and in. The score is now 12-5, 6:02 to go in the half. Michelle Therian behind the three-point line, guarded by Carlson. 34 Tammy Lucier now. Gives it over to Kristen Johnson. Johnson drives the baseline, and now there's a foul on Leanne Steele. Steele now in the game. She's a sophomore for the Mountaineers.
Therian and Alexander only have 1 point between them. They're averaging about 11 apiece.
And that's what Coach Finneran was saying before the game. In order for the Napoleons to win tonight, they're going to have to get balanced scoring and not just look to Amy O'Brien.
Well, Amy O'Brien has 4 out of the 5 Holy Name points.
Johnson's 1-on-1 free throw doesn't go. Jill Cross with the rebound, gives it off. Leanne Steele brings the ball up court. She came in for Gibney, and now Muller tried to go inside quickly, so she wouldn't travel to Ratliff, but the ball goes out of bounds, and it will belong to the Napoleons. And now Lucier, guarded by Cross, gives it off to Therian. Therian over, back to Lucier. Both teams have had trouble trying to go inside. They've been turning it over when they go for that inside pass.
I'm just noticing the free throws. Holy name is 3 for 9 shooting for free throws. Wachusett is 2 for 2.
.5:22 on the clock. 12-5, a 7-point lead for Wachusett. Carlson now with the ball at the top of the key. Gives it off to Muller. Back to Carlson, who gives it to Steele. Puts up the jump shot off the glass. Doesn't go. And they're going to call a foul on Carlson. That was a bad foul for her to give. A hands foul. And now Becky Morse will check back into the game to replace her. Carlson has 3. Keenberry back in the game. The 1-and-1 goes for Michelle Therian. She'll get a second shot.
That's her first point of the game.
Morse comes away with the rebound, tries to get off quickly to Ratliff, goes to Kristen Johnson. Johnson now Therian. Therian's jump shot goes. So now it's 12-8, a 4-point lead with 4:57 to go. Morse swings it over to Muller, quickly to Steele. Steele almost travels, give it off to Cross. Cross goes inside, Ratliff. Ratliff off the glass, and it's good. Therian swings it over to Barry. Barry to Lucier. Lucier guarded by Cross. Tries to go inside, looks like, and now a foul on Carla Ratliff as Keenberry went up for the shot. First foul against Ratliff.
Wachusett's getting into foul trouble now, Jim. They're getting that ball inside and committing a lot of fouls.
Number 20, Sarah Gianfrido checks into the game. Heather Rasky will check in after this free throw. Rasky replaces Jill Cross. You can see the score there, 14-9. The Mountaineers have the lead. 4:28 shows on the clock. That free throw is no good. Rebounded by Thais Alexander offensively off the free throw miss. Her follow-up is no good. It goes to Morse. Morse gives it off to Rasky. Now to Steele. Steele guarded by Tammy Lucier. Lucier with the disruption. Steele keeps control. Gives it to Morse. Morse with just in front of the free throw line goes off the glass for the hoop. 4:05 to go. 16-9 in favor of the Mountaineers. And now we have a foul.
She's at the line for 1-1.
Not sure who that last foul was against. And the free throw there for the 1-and-1 is good. Makes the score 16-10.
Free throw shooting is keeping Holy Name in the game. They only made 2 hoops.
And the second is good as well to cut the lead to 5, 16-11.
They made 7 free throws. That's the 11th turnover by the Mountaineers.
Tammy Lucier gives it off. Keenberry to Sarah Gianfrido, back up top to Lucier. Crosses it over to Therian. Therian is assaulted. Kristen Muller picks up the foul. Mary Gibney checks back into the game and replaces Leanne Steele as Therian will go to the free throw stripe.
This is their 16th free throw attempt of the half.
And the first of the 1-and-1 goes. Score is 16-12, 3:38 to go in the half. Borosino checks back in. The second free throw doesn't go, and Borosino gets the rebound, and there's a foul.
42, Keenberry with the rebound.
So Keenberry picks up a foul.
Wachusett ball.
Now Gibney, guarded by Lucier. Gibney now. Morse gives it back to Muller. Gibney guarded by Lucier. Travel called.
So far, Holy Name has made only 2 hoops, but they made 8 free throws. Wachusett made 7 hoops and 2 free throws.
That shot is good. So Borosino gets the hoop. Gibney almost gets the steal. Gianfrido holds on to it, goes inside, and now Borosino comes away with the ball, and she's fouled. And it looks like number 42, Keen Berry, is hurt after she gets fouled.
Jen Liberty back into the game.
Jen Liberty will check back in, as does number 25, Bridget Cristiano. All right, now Muller gets the ball inbounded. Liberty tips it out. It will stay with the Mountaineers.
His views on the upcoming.
Gibney. 2:45 to go in the half. Raskew up ahead to Morse. Muller with the shot, way off. Michelle Therian with the rebound. The score is 18-12, 6-point lead for the Mountaineers. Therian goes by Muller. She goes all the way to the hoop. That shot's no good, rebounded by 25 there. And now, that shot is no good. And now Raskew gives it to Muller. Back to Gibney. Gibney swings it to Raskew. Raskew goes inside to Morse. Morse guarded by Alexander. Her shot is up and no good. Kristen Muller had the rebound there. She got the follow-up hoop to make the score 20-12 with 1:48 to go in the half. And now Therian gives it off to Jen Liberty, guarded by Gibney. She goes up. Alexander to Gianfrido, back to Liberty. Liberty with the jump shot. Off the glass, no good, rebounded. Now Gibney. Jen Liberty picks up a foul.
Wachusett ball.
Muller looking inbounded, a minute and a half to go here in the half. Came in to Raskew, back to Gibney. Gibney guarded by Liberty. Inside. Once again, another inside turnover. Alexander guarded by Gibney. Therian up ahead to Gianfrido. Crosses it. Jen Liberty, the jump shot. That's good. Morse got the ball. Now Gibney, guarded by Gianfrido. Gibney tried to go way deep inside to Morse. Out of control pass. And now Therian looks to inbound the ball. 45 seconds to go in the half. 14 points for Holy Name. 20 points for the Mountaineers. Gibney almost had the steal before there. Now Liberty brings it down, going to the baseline, back up top to Gianfrido. Gianfrido back baseline. Liberty, the shot. She is fouled by Borosino.
She's at the line for 2 shots. 30 seconds. 30 seconds left in the first half.
Borosino picks up her third foul. We have half a minute to go here. 20-14, 6-point lead for the Mountaineers as Carla Ratliff checks in to replace Borisino.
42, Carla Ratliff, Wachusett.
Jen Liberty with the free throws. She has 2. The first one goes, cuts the lead to 5, 20-15. So now the lead is down to 4 indeed, and Mary Gibney brings the ball, gives it off to Zagajeski, over to Raskew. Carla Ratliff to the hoop, off the glass, no good. 19 seconds to go with the rebound, made there by number 25, Bridget Cristiano. And Al Therian with the ball, brings it up the right wing. Back up top to Jen Liberty. 8-7, 6, out of bounds, 6 seconds on the clock. It will belong to Wachusett.
6 seconds left to go.
4-point lead for the Napoleons. Gibney with the ball, she's got to put it up. Three-pointer, air ball. Ratliff at the buzzer, does not go, so the score is 20 points for the Mountaineers, 16 for the Napoleons, 4-point lead. And we'll be back with the halftime interview. Un momento.
There's no foul on the last play.
Our halftime guest tonight is Ken Power, reporter from the Telegram and Gazette. Ken, I'd like to have you give us your insight on what the districts will look like for the girls this year.
Well, I think that in Division 1, as you're seeing tonight, it's really going to be anybody. And with the Open tournament, even more so. Shrewsbury is a solid team, and you can never count St. Peter Marion out, who was in the state final last year, although they're struggling. But I think the Division 1 champion will be either one of these two teams. Maybe Holy Name, they have good size, and they can spread it out and go inside, and they have some good shooters. We're not seeing that tonight, but usually that's what they exhibit, and they beat Notre Dame at Tingsboro, which hadn't lost a regular season game in 2 years earlier in the week. Maybe they're just a little flat, but they've recovered. They're only down 4 at the half. Division 2, you can't not bet on Oxford. They got a good team, and Carla Berube just is so dominating that although there's not another named player with her like there was last year in Jen Casey, anybody can be a star if they decide to double or triple Berube. There'll be a lot of people open. Division 3, I think, will come down to maybe either West Boylston, who's playing real well and has only 1 loss, which is to Oxford, which is in their league, or maybe St. Mary's, which has played well, but usually doesn't face a tough enough schedule that when they get in the tournament, they usually get upset.
Well, we have just one quick question. How about the boys in Division 1?
You got to like Fitchburg. They're real athletic, and Zach McCall makes everybody that's on that team a lot better because they can't ignore him. And so Jeff Scott gets uncontested 15-footers, and they got a 6'8 junior, and they're real fast and they're real athletic.
Thank you very much, Ken. Nice meeting you again.
Always a pleasure, Rex.
Welcome back. We're getting ready for the second half. The Mountaineers have the lead, 20-16, 4-point lead. Rex, do you have any impressions for us on the first half?
Well, I think stats will just about give us the answers here. Wachusett was 9-25 shooting, whereas Holy Name was 3 of 19. Wachusett was 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and Holy Name 10 of 19. Wachusett turned the ball over 14 times, and Holy Name twice. I think there is the whole story of that first half. I thought Wachusett played an outstanding defensive game with their man-to-man, limiting Holy Name to only 3 field goals, but they get into foul trouble.
That was their disadvantage.
Do you have any stats on the fouls, Jim, for the first
Mary
half?
Gibney committed 1 foul. Diana Carlson committed 3, as did Kara Borisino. Kristen Muller and Becky Morris each have 2. Carla Ratliff, Krista Zagajeski, and Leanne Steele only have 1.
So in the second half, we're going to have to be careful because we could, some of our key players have 2 or 3 fouls there.
The man-to-man limited the field goals, but they paid for it by giving up the fouls.
Right. And the turnovers. Just offhand, I feel that at least 6 times they tried to go underneath to their tall people and either overthrew them or balls were tipped away. And those would have been easy hoops. I think the idea is right. We have to get a better way to getting the ball in underneath. By the way, I have the answer to the trivia question that I gave at the beginning of the game. What girls college Division I team has won the championship the most times? The answer is the University of Tennessee.
Those are Tennessee Volunteers, I believe.
Correct.
And we'll get ready for the second half action. 55-second show on the halftime clock. Who's the leading scorer, I'm wondering, in the first half for the Mountaineers?
Mary Gibney had 6 points. Diana Carlson had 4. Kristen Muller 4. Cara Borchino had 2. Carla Ratliff had 2. And Becky Morris had 2. On the other side, Amy O'Brien had 4. Dice Alexander had 3. Michelle Terrian had 4. Keen Barry had 1. And Jen Liberty had 4.
So I think Coach Finneran's plan of balancing his scoring attack might be working. They're only down by 4 here at the half.
By the way, next week's schedule for the girls will be the 4th. They'll be at Marlboro and be back home Thursday against Leominster.
Both teams get ready for the second half action. Although I notice the Zebras are still in their cage. Someone is going to have to go let them out before our action gets underway.
Len Smith, coach of the Quinsigamond Junior College girls team, just passed by and left us a comment.
And now we're ready for the second half. Kristen Muller will inbound the ball. Mary Gibney gives it off into Heather Askew, and she loses it out of bounds. So a quick turnover there with 7 seconds gone, 15:53 to go. O'Brien looking to slow down the pace a little bit. Heather Askew guards her. Therian picked up by Gibney, goes by her down the baseline to the hoop. She travels. Heather Askew gives it off to Muller, who gives it off to Gibney. Raskew tries to go inside once again to Morrissey, and once again they turned it over. Now O'Brien quickly up the court down the left side, gives it off. Inside, Keen Berry shot up, no good. Muller blocks out Alexander, she gets the board. Up ahead to Heather Askew. Inside to Becky Morris off the glass, and that's good. Our first points of the second half with 15:05 to go, 22-16.
That's just what I was commenting about at the half, about getting the passes in.
Number 41, Christian Johnson, puts up the jump shot. Morris almost comes away with the rebound there, tied up by Barry. She bounces the ball off the end line, and the Napoleons will get the ball under their hoop. O'Brien comes into Therian. Therian holds up for the J. And that's good, and we're back 22-18, the 4-point lead. Gibney gives it to Muller. Over to Raskew. Borosino walks. Amy O'Brien with the bomb, no good. And now Kristen Muller gives it off to Gibney. That goes out of bounds. It will stay with the Mountaineers. To encourage all our fans out there to tune into the rest of our games throughout the basketball season, right through the playoffs. Gibney with the shot. That's no good. Now O'Brien quickly up court. Heather Askew with some good defense. Thais Alexander throws the ball away, and it will belong to the Mountaineers.
Well, the second half starting out pretty much as first half. Poor shooting and turnovers. Watchers has had 3 already, and Holy Name 2.
I'd also like to remind you to tune in to Wachusett Television for some gymnastics action as well. Borosino puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded, Alexander gives it off. Kristen Johnson drives, puts up the shot. That's good. Lead is down to 2, 22 to 20, 13:36 to go. That goes to Muller. Muller saves it in. But Keene Berry comes away with it, gives it off to Therian, who gives it to O'Brien. O'Brien goes to Therian. Therian to the baseline. Back to O'Brien. O'Brien swings it across to Kristen Johnson. Johnson shoots it. That's no good. Rebound to Keene Berry offensive. She drives around Borsino, puts it up, and now the game is tied at 22. 13:04 to go.
Holy Name has shot 3 for 7 already. There was many hoops in the second half as they did in the whole first half.
Goes to Heather Raskew, gives it back to Kristen Muller. Tonight's game is being brought to you by Wachusett Review, the greatest show on educational access television. As Kristen Muller goes to the hoop, gives it off to Morrison. She's got the hoop, and so now it's 24 to 22.
Becky has both hoops in the second half for the Mountaineers. It gives her a total of 6 for the game, 6 points.
Oh, Mary Gibney with a tremendous block on that last play. So whenever you're looking for good, clean, fun, home, family entertainment, tune in to Wachusett Review, the greatest television show on the planet Earth. And now the ball comes inbound to Amy O'Brien, to Kristen Johnson. Therian puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson pulls it back out. She goes to Alexander. Morris with the steal, gives it to Gibney. Gibney now brings it up court. She falls over, and it goes to Thais Alexander. Johnson gives it back to Amy O'Brien. She's on the line, but it's no good anyways, as Becky Morse gives it to Gibney. We'd also like to remind our viewers out there to read the landmark each Thursday for Rex Lane's trivia column, Trivia by Rex.
Thanks, Jim, for the plug.
As Kristen Muller hits that last hoop to recreate the 4-point lead, 26 to 22. Kristen Johnson's shot is no good. Thais Alexander spins it around to cut the lead to 2. 11:41 to go in the half.
Well, the pace has picked up.
Sure has. Both teams are trying to push it. Borsino comes away, gives it to Morse. Ball is loose. Michelle Therian comes away with the ball. Gives it to O'Brien. O'Brien quickly up court. Down into the corner to Kristen Johnson. Johnson swings it into Alexander, who puts up a shot. Now Michelle Therian will foul. Rex, if I'm not mistaken, have we seen a foul yet this half?
No. By the way, we've committed our 20th turnover already, and we still have 11
that
minutes
2-point
left.
lead.
Right.
Kristen Muller goes up to Diana Carlson. Carlson to Gibney. And now Muller makes the move. She tries to go to Carlson. She passes it to her ankles. Goes out of bounds. Another turnover for the Mountaineers.
That's what's keeping Holy Name in the game is the Mountaineer turnovers. That's the 21st one.
Therian down to the baseline. She tries to go inside there. Becky Morse with the rebound. Mary Gibney up ahead. Muller passes it off to Carlson. Carlson can't get the ball up in the air, and it goes out of bounds. Mountaineers call timeout. We'll be back in a flash. And now Therian inbounds the ball. We're back to action here after that timeout. O'Brien gives it off to Kristen Johnson. Johnson down to baseline. Back up top to O'Brien. Once again back to Johnson. Over to Therian. Now Alexander goes up, and she's fouled by Becky Morse. That is the third foul against Becky Morse, the first of the half for the Mountaineers.
I believe both our centers now have 3 fouls.
Yes, indeed. Alexander at the free throw line misses her first. This shot could cut the lead to 1. The score is 26-24 in favor of the Mountaineers. 10:21 on the clock. Shot is up, and this one is good. So now it's 26-25. Carlson comes into Gibney. Gibney goes all the way, but she loses the handle. And Keen Berry comes away with it. Kristen Muller. And now Amy O'Brien gives it to Michelle Therian. Back to O'Brien, swings it over to Johnson. Johnson puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by Muller, gives it off to Gibney. Muller, the shot, it's good. So now the lead is 3, 28-25, 9:42 to go in regulation.
It's 8
Now-
points for Kristen Muller.
Carlson got the steal there, forced the turnover. Gives it back to Gibney. Gibney guarded by Kristen Johnson. Swing it over to Jill Cross. Back up top to Gibney. Gibney swings it to Muller. Muller puts up the jump shot. And that rebound goes to Therian. Becky Morse picks up her 4th foul as Carla Ratliff. Allie Dion checks into the game. I think this may be her first time on the floor.
It is Allie's first appearance.
Amy O'Brien now with the ball to Jen Liberty. Liberty puts up the jump shot. Her shot is no good. Batted around. Goes out of bounds. It will stay with Holy Name.
Holy Name is shooting 11 for 21 from the free throw line. Wachusett 2 for 2. It is a difference in the game.
That shot up by Bridget Cristiano. Now gives it back to Carlson, up ahead to Jill Cross. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Carlson up to Carlson, to Muller. Over to Allie Dion. Inside they go. It's stolen by Jen Liberty. And now the 4th foul on Diana Carlson. So both centers have 4.
This could be a very important stage of the game. 8:36 left when both Wachusett big girls are 4 fouls.
So now Zagajeski will come in. Zagajeski and Carla Ratliff will have to both play down low, each kind of playing a 4.5 slot. Now Allie Diot brings it up, guarded by Jen Liberty. Gives it to Zagajeski, back to Diot. Diot swings it to a Muller. Muller goes inside, stolen by Thais Alexander. Now O'Brien up the wing, up top now, guarded by Diot. Jen Liberty travels. No basket, no basket. Score is 28-27. 8 minutes and 2 seconds remain in regulation here. Tight ball game. Jill Cross.
At the halfway mark, Holy Name outscored Wachusett 11-8. There's 8 minutes left in the game.
Diot goes to Cross. Cross lets it bounce off her leg. Stolen by Amy O'Brien. Michelle Therian gets control. She swings it too far to Jen Liberty. And Kristen Muller comes away with the ball. Muller now brings it up. Zagajeski, a 10-footer. It goes. And now also a foul, looks like on Alexander, posting up for the rebound. The basket counts, and the Mountaineers will have possession of the ball. The second foul against Alexander, the second on the team in the half, as Keen Berry checks into the game, replacing Michelle Therian. Carla Ratliff goes up, she's fouled. So Berry picks up the foul, her third, the team's third. And Ratliff will get a couple of charity shots.
She shoots Zagajeski.
And that free throw extends the lead to 4, 31-27. 7.5 minutes to go here in regulation. Amy O'Brien up ahead to Jen Liberty. Liberty brings it down, tries to go to baseline, gives it back up top. Baseline shot now for Liberty. Her shot is up. Carla Ratliff fouls. Coach Gailey doesn't agree with that call, but it's Ratliff's second. Third foul against the Mountaineers.
You know, even with both centers in foul trouble, Wachusett's had a good bench all year anyway, so I don't think that's going to be that much of a factor.
Amy O'Brien puts up the jump shot. All net. Cuts the lead to 2, 31-29, 7:08. Cross up ahead to Diot.
As Amy now has 6 points for the game for Holy Name.
As the Mountaineers have a few key players on the bench here, they're still holding their ground. Ratliff holds on to it, doesn't travel. Gives it off to Zagajeski, tries to anyways. And now Ratliff going for the ball, fouls Bridget Cristiano. And Rex, that's Paolo's third foul.
That plus our 27 turnovers, Jim, and we're still leading.
Gibney is back in the game. Jen Liberty. Jump ball as Jill Cross ties it up with Liberty. 6:42 shows as Keenberry looks to inbound, goes to O'Brien. O'Brien brings it down baseline. Back up top, number 40. Her shot is up. That was no good. It'll be rebounded by Ali Dia. Number 40 for Holy Name is Amy Sylvester. And now Jill Cross with the ball. Gibney. Gibney with the jump shot. That's up. And that rolls over the top of the backboard, out of bounds. Jen Liberty. Barry. Sylvester over to O'Brien. Stolen by Mary Gibney. And now Gibney quickly up court. She is fouled on the play, and she'll go to the line for a couple of free throws.
I think it's time for Mary to take charge now and go to the hoop.
Therian back in the game. Looks like that last foul was against Keenberry. I'm not sure. That's her fourth if it's against her. Mary's first free throw goes, extends the lead to 3, 32-29, 6:10 to go in the game. And the second goes, extends the lead to 4, 33-29.
Mary now has 8 points.
Liberty back to Therian. Therian gives it off to Sylvester. Now Therian once again, she traveled. Well, actually she double dribbled.
Do you do credit to the Wachusett defense? That's the 20th turnover for Holy Name.
Diot travels. Therian over to Liberty. Cross court, stolen by Kristen Muller. Muller goes in, and she's got the hoop. Now it's 35-29, the 6-point lead.
Very key steal by Kristen. She has now 10 points for Wachusett, leading scorer in the game.
O'Brien, she went up for the three-point shot. She'll get a couple of three-pointers. She'll get actually 3 free throws.
Kristen Johnson and Tyus Alexander back in the game for the Mavs.
Jim, no, she was on the line. She was on the line.
Right.
Being a Wachusett fan, I'll say she's on the line.
Coach Finneran is not very happy. I'm not so sure she's even going to the line. Yep, she will for a couple of free throws. Okay, it looked like a three-pointer from my advantage, but from my vantage point. But now she'll get 2 free throws instead of 3. Her first one goes. Cuts the lead to 5, 35-30, 5:27. And that shot is up and no good. It goes to Gibney. Almost an offensive foul against Gibney. Holy Name takes the steal. O'Brien now going all the way. And the referee hops around and blows at us here. We'll have a 1-and-1.
Amy O'Brien on the line for the Nets.
O'Brien's the first attempt is no good. Rebounded by Jill Cross. Cross now to Mary Gibney. Tries to go to head to Muller. Muller makes the catch there. She puts up the wild shot. No good. Rebounded by Therian. Therian brings it around. Quickly picked up by Muller. Gives it off to O'Brien. Cross court to number 41, Kristen Johnson. Johnson to the hoop. Her shot is up and it's good. Cuts the lead to 3. 35-32. 4:45 to go in the regulation. Diak goes all the way. Gives it off. Zagajeski, but she traveled. And it will belong to Holy Name. Well, that ref out there is quite the acrobat. O'Brien now. Over to Thais Alexander. Back to Michelle Therian. Therian. Lost. Gibney dives on it. Back to Jill Cross, and Cross gets control. Up ahead now, Allie Diot. Diot brings it around. Everyone. She puts up the shot, and that's good. Amy O'Brien. Now Kristen Johnson, baseline jumper, no good. Everyone dives on it. We're going to have a jump ball. As we have a pig pile somewhere in the middle of the key. Timeout, Holy Name. Back to action here. Gibney with the ball. Now Krista Zagajeski puts up the shot. Rock and roll around the rim, but it won't go. Back to Amy O'Brien. Michelle Therian to Amy O'Brien. O'Brien goes, puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded there by Cristiano, but now we'll have a foul. And that is on Gibney. Becky Morris will check into the game. It looks like Jill Cross is having a problem with her contact lenses. Diana Carlson will also check back into the game.
Well, Coach Gailey is going to go with the Twin Towers, and they both have 4. It's a good move.
I'm not sure. I think Mary Gibney may also have four fouls, Rex, which may be key with 3.5 to go.
Well, with a 5-point lead, Jim, you need everybody out there on the floor. You need your big guns out there.
Becky Morse calls timeout. We'll take a break. Okay, we're back now. Kristen Johnson will be shooting the free throws. She'll be shooting 1-and-1 here. Mary Gibney, we just checked, only has 3 fouls. Checked with our statistician. And they go in. Thais Alexander spins it around. Wild shot up, no good. Gibney comes away with it.
Just a little stat on the free throw shooting. Wachusett had 6 free throw attempts. Holy Name's had 25. They're 12 at 25.
Diak gives it. Carlson, she travels. We'd like to thank our statistician, Rico Johnson, for that stat that we only have 3 fouls against Mary Gibney. O'Brien to Kristen Johnson. Now Alexander, and she travels. So here's the score. We've got 37 points for the Mountaineers, 32 points for the Napoleons, 5-point lead. 2:52 to go in regulation. 22 on the shot clock. Mary Gibney up top to Allie Diot. Diot drives the lane. She falls over, gives it to Thais Alexander. Now O'Brien against Gibney. Carlson quickly back on defense, as is Muller. 2.5 minutes.
Jump.
5-second violation against Amy O'Brien.
Super defensive play by Mary Gibney on Amy O'Brien. That could be very important.
Now the ball comes in to Allie Diot. Stolen by Amy O'Brien. O'Brien to the hoop, and she is fouled by Morse. And Morse will hit the plastic pine board tonight.
That's 5 on Becky.
That is the 5th. So we'll have a 30-second delay.
Becky played a very strong game as usual. She scored 6 points.
Cara Borosino will check in for Morse. So Amy O'Brien is at the free throw line. The first of 2 shots. The first goes. Cuts the lead to 4, 37-33. 2:16 on the clock. That one spins out. Krista Muller gets the board. Now Gibney with the ball, guarded by Kristen Johnson. Johnson tips it, goes over to Allie Diot. Diot back to Gibney. Over to Muller. Muller to the hoop, but no, she walked. Coach Gailey did not like that call one bit. And I have to admit, nor did I. Here we are with 1:52. Therian goes to the hole. She is fouled, and now Carlson is gone. Well, actually, that's against number 15. Sorry about that. Number 15, Allie Diot with the foul. Keen Berry is in the game, as is Jen Liberty. So Therian hits the first of her free throws to cut the lead to 3, and now 2. We are at 37-35. Mountaineers with a 2-point lead. 1 minute, 45 seconds on the clock. Kristen Muller with the ball, guarded by Jen Liberty. Up ahead to Diana Carlson. Carlson gives it to Muller. Muller to Gibney. Gibney drives. She's shut off. Diot. 8 on the shot. It's stolen by Thais Alexander. And now Amy O'Brien. 1:18. She throws it through O'Brien's legs, saved by Keen Berry, and O'Brien keeps the ball. And now Thais Alexander goes up, posts it up, puts the shot up. The game is tied at 37. 1:03 on the clock. Timeout for the Napoleons. Hey, we're back here. Muller ready to inbound the ball. 1:02 on the clock. Tie ball game. Mary Gibney. Quickly fouled by Amy O'Brien.
Holy name foul on the play.
Not a 1-and-1.
1 minute left of the game.
Strange foul there by O'Brien. Lost her wits about her, I guess.
Well, I think the whole foul situation has been strange. Holy Name's attempted 29. We've attempted only 6.
Gibney down the wing. She goes to the hoop. Gives it to Ali Diot. Diot to Borosino. Borosino spins around. It's no good. Rebounded by Amy O'Brien. The score is tied. 40 seconds to go. Gibney. O'Brien to the hoop. Puts up the shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Therian. Therian off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Kristen Muller. 30 seconds to go. Muller quickly brings the ball up court. The shot clock is inconsequential from here on out. Diot. Timeout. Wachusett. We'll be back.
19 seconds left to play.
And we are ready here, just about to start up. 19 seconds on the clock, tied at 37.
Jim.
The Mountaineers have the ball.
Jim, who'd you give the ball to right now? Is that a tough question?
Not a tough question at all, Rex. Mary Gibney.
Washington ball, 19 seconds left in the game. It's all time.
19 ticks. Muller will inbound it. Comes up top to Ali Diot. Mary Gibney calling for the ball. 15 seconds. Diot gives it to Kristen Muller. Back to Diot. 8 seconds. 7. Now Mary Gibney with the ball. She is fouled. 3 ticks on the clock. A foul. I do not know if we have the 1-and-1. Timeout for the Napoleons. We will be right back.
Washington ball, 3 seconds left to play.
Here we go. Kristen Muller, 3 ticks on the clock, looking to inbound it. Barcino at the buzzer. No, we have overtime. We'll come back in about 1 second here. All right, we're ready for 3 minutes of overtime play here at Holy Name Central Catholic High School. The Mountaineers and the Napoleons tied at 37. The last ditch shot there by Borosino would not fall with 3 ticks on the clock. We got some stats for us, Rex.
For Holy Name, the big 3, O'Brien, Alexander, and Terry, each have 8 points apiece. Kristen Muller, 10, and Mary Gibney, 8 for the Mountaineers. Free throw shooting was attempts were rather amazing for the game up till now. Wachusett was 5 of 6. Holy Name, 15 of 29. It's amazing that the Mountaineers were able to stay in the game with that deficit.
Of course, it probably helped that Holy Name hit just over 50% of their free throws. So here we are. We'll start it all over. A jump ball. Keep in mind that Diana Carlson has 4 fouls.
I wish I could stay.
And they'll get ready to jump. Alexander and Carlson. 3 minutes of overtime, tied at 37. Goes to Amy O'Brien. So the Mountaineers will have possession of the arrow. Kristen Johnson to Michelle Therian. Travel will belong to the Mountaineers. 2:46 to go in the overtime. Muller looking to inbound it. Goes across to Carlson. Back to Mary Gibney. Gibney passes to Heather Raskew. Raskew up court. Looking for a pass. Gives it to Gibney. Gibney back up top to Raskew. Raskew over to Borosino. Borosino with the jump shot. It's no good. Heather Raskew gets the offensive rebound. Carlson, she dribbles it, fires up, and a pass to Borosino, and the Mountaineers have the lead, 39-37, 2:16.
We really hustled off the boards that time. Three shots we had.
O'Brien gives it off to Johnson. Johnson down, goes to the hoop. And a foul looks like on Heather Raskew, number 32 for the Mountaineers. I believe that's Raskew's first foul. And now Johnson will go to the free throw line. 1-1. That's no good. Rebounded by Borisino. 2 minutes, 3 seconds. Gibney gives it over to Raskew. Raskew to Borisino. Borisino, another shot. It rolls out. Muller got the rebound, hit the shot, but she's called for the travel, so no basket. 39-37. Allie Dion checks into the game and replaces Heather Raskew. It's in, 147. Therian gives it to Amy O'Brien. Dion almost has to steal, goes in, Johnson off the glass, it's good, we're tied at 39. 1:32 to go, Carlson comes into Gibney. Gibney to Muller, back to Gibney. Gibney will dribble it up over half court, guarded by Kristen Johnson, passes it to Diot. Diot looks in, Carlson, the turnaround off the board, out of bounds, and will stay with the Mountaineers. Tied at 39, 1:17 on the clock, we're in overtime.
Kristen Johnson's been a spark for the Napoleons the second half of overtime. She's got 6 points now.
Borisino, she shoots it off, no good. Diot, the rebound to Carlson. Carlson off the glass, that's good, and the Mountaineers have reclaimed the lead, 41-39, 1:06 on the clock.
Big hoop for Diana Carlson. That gives her 6 points.
Amy O'Brien. There's the 1 minute mark, Kristen Johnson. Back to Amy O'Brien. O'Brien trying to drive to the hoop, off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Therian. Therian is fouled by Muller. That is Muller's fourth. So that will send Michelle Therian to the line. The Mountaineers call timeout. We will be back. Okay, we're back here. We're going to have Michelle Therian at the free throw line. 49 seconds on the clock. 41-39 in favor of the Mountaineers. We are in overtime. Therian at the line. Her first shot is up and it's good. Cuts the lead to 1, 41-40. Second shot is not good. Rebounded by Diana Carlson. Now Gibney with the ball. The Mountaineers have a 1 point lead with 43 seconds on the clock. Allie Diot goes by Amy O'Brien. Mary Gibney, 30 seconds. 12 on the shot. 10 seconds on the shot clock now. 8, 7. Gibney with the ball. She shoots the three. No, almost. Borisino with the rebound. It falls. It's now 43-40. 3 point lead for the Mountaineers. They go quickly and a foul. 10 seconds. We'll have a 1-and-1 for Holy Name. Amy O'Brien will shoot a 1-and-1. 3 point lead, 43-40.
That's probably one of the biggest rebounds of the game when Cara Borisino rebounded that shot.
Timeout for Holy Name. We have 10 ticks on the clock, 43-40 in favor of the Mountaineers. We're in overtime. Amy O'Brien will be shooting at the free throw line for a 1-and-1 after this Holy Name timeout. As you look at the monogram thing in the middle of the gym, Amy O'Brien will shoot the 1-and-1, and they're going to have to quickly try and score, Rex.
They're shooting just a hair under 50%, 16 of 33 from the line. Amy O'Brien herself is 4 for 8 from the free throw line.
And now the Mountaineers charge towards the key.
Maybe these stats that I'm giving will help jinx Holy Name in our favor.
Now O'Brien First of the 1-and-1, it goes, cuts the lead to 2. And now the lead is 1, timeout for Holy Name. We'll be back. We're back, 10 seconds. The Mountaineers have the ball. They have a 1-point lead as well. Kristen Muller looking to inbound it. They throw it deep. Show cross. Goes out of bounds. They only lost 2 seconds. The Mountaineers will retain possession. Muller looks to come in. Goes to Carlson, back to Joe Cross. Cross shot it. Rebounded by Farian. They're going to have to shoot it at the buzzer! No shot. The Mountaineers win 43-42 here in overtime.
Unbelievable, Jim. You can't believe how bad the stats were against Wachusett. I don't want to even give them here, and yet they won the game. Great victory against all the odds of turnovers, all the free throws, attempts against them. Great victory for the Mountaineers.
The Mountaineers.
Congratulations to Coach Gately and the team for a great showing.
The Mountaineers combated the Holy Name miracle win at our gym with a miracle win of their own here at Holy Name Central Catholic High School. So, along with Rex Lane and Tom Bull behind the camera, this is James Shaw for WRHS Sports.
Right one, guys. To battle the odds of 18 million turnovers.